Hey y'all, Danny here. Call me what you want as long as it's respectful. I'm coming in for next week. These messages are for next week. Let's just say the 12th through the 18th. Okay, Saturday to Saturday. I'm feeling like next week is gonna be full of bullshit, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The first word that I got was pleasantries. This is what Spirit is giving me. Pleasantries. Now, that could be a good thing. Like, it could be filled of pleasantries. People being, like, nice and saying pleasant things. So I'm putting it out there. It could be a nice week next week where people are just complimenting you and saying nice things. That's really not the energy that I got. I got the energy of like people wearing masks and faking it. So come back to this video, after next week is over or in the middle of the week to see if if spirit hit it on the nail, okay? I'm gonna try to slow down because then that's when I always jumble up my words. But I do know I'm on 22. I have 22. My my battery is not charged, so I'm gonna try to make this short. I have one, two, three, four, five decks on my desk right here. And I think I want to start with this new deck that I got off the TikTok shop. Sassy Spirits. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know how I feel about this deck. I love the colors. I love the playfulness. I love the realness of the deck. But I don't know if I'm really connecting with it. So let's see what comes out. But keep this video in your vault, y'all. Because these messages is for today and beyond till the 18th. From Saturday to Saturday. So Spirit, talk to me. Tell me what is coming for the collective, whoever's watching. What do they need to hear out of this new deck? Right off the top, I'm feeling some type of relationship vibe. Right off the top. Right off the top. All right, this says, not this one, sweetie. Nope. Spirit said, not this one, sweetie. So if you was questioning, is this the one? I don't know. Whatever you was questioning, is this the one? Should I go on a date? Do I love this person? Should I get married? Spirit is sorry. Spirit is saying, not this one, sweetie. Okay? I'm sorry about the glare of the phone, but boom. Let's see. Anything else? We have, don't make it a message just because it was inconvenient. Spill, maybe it's a sign. I'm not really too sure what this means. It says, don't make it a message just because it was inconvenient. So next week you might spill coffee, you might drink too much coffee, you might be overthinking about something. Please, I know I always tell people, look for the signs or something like that. Just know that your soul is going to know what a sign is. When you see 1111 or if you spill your coffee, you got to know which one is a sign, okay? So don't make everything a message from the universe. You understand what I'm saying? So just remember that for next week. Not everything is a message. Some things is what it is, okay? I'm going to get two more from this deck for next week, Spirit. Next week. And see, my tarot deck is sitting right in front of me, and the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. So I do feel like next week might be either you're going to be blindsided by something. That's what they're giving me now. Like you might be blindsided by something. I don't know. You might be blindsided by something. You know what I mean? So that what that means is just be ready. Spirit is saying just be ready for anything that comes your way and handle it with compassion and grace. You know what I mean? You don't have to tell everybody off. You know what I mean? But sometimes you got to create your boundaries. Sometimes you got to tell somebody it is just what it is. You don't have to be nasty about it. You just got to tell them what it is. How you feeling? And that's it. You don't need no remarks. You don't need their opinion. You don't need nothing. You need to just say, this is what it is. I'm not mad. I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm creating a boundaries and keep it pushing. All right? Don't overthink anything next week. Don't overthink it. Okay? Don't overthink it now. Don't wait until next week. But just don't overthink. Go with the flow. That's what Spirit is saying. Go with the flow. All right, this one, and I feel like this bottom one. I'm cursed. You're not cursed. You just need better time management. Yeah, a lot of people feel like, oh, somebody put something on me. Nobody put nothing on you, okay? You just need some sleep. You need time management, probably better. You need to budget better. You need to prioritize. Nobody put nothing on you, so stop thinking that, all right? Stop thinking you're cursed. Nobody put nothing on you, all right? I do feel like you're going to have like an overflow of work next week. This one says, astrology isn't a personality disorder. Star chart. This card is trying to say like, I think it's trying to say this. Zodiac crazy. I love this card. Look at it. It says again, astrology isn't a personality disorder. Okay, like some people always be like, you acting like a Cancer, or you're acting like a Scorpio, or those Virgos, blah 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 blah. They're saying you don't have to use astrology for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to use tarot for everything. Some things are instinct. Some things is intuition. Some things you just have a knowing. You're clairsentient. That's what it's called. Clairsentient. When you feel, when you have sensations, when you can sense something. Okay? Not everything has to do with a tarot card or a star. Okay? Or a zodiac sign. So I'm going to leave that there. The bottom of the deck says, your intuition isn't ghosting you. You're just not listening. So you need to sit silently and listen to your intuition, Spirit is saying. You can't hear it. You can't hear Spirit. You can't hear your intuition because you're not sitting silently at least 5 minutes a day. And sometimes I don't do that all the time too. But I can tell you when I don't do that, I can feel the fuzziness between me and Spirit. My messages are not clear. I don't get good sleep. Things are just off for me when I don't meditate. So, you know, you got to not do the research, but you got to want to know what intuition is. You got to want to know where in the body it is. You want to know how it works. Like, you got to do the research on that. You know what I'm saying? And then, in the meantime, you need to be sitting with your spirit guide, sitting quietly. All right? Let's jump straight into the tarot. What's happening next week for my people who are watching? Oh, I got a few names when I was meditating. Right off the bat, I got Tony, or if you call somebody like Tone. Then I got like names with H's, like Helena or Helen. I don't know. If you know somebody named that starts with a H, like Helen or Helena. And now they're even saying like it could be Elena. You know what I mean? Something like that, y'all. These messages are for you. Or you need to give them the messages. Give them the video. Pass the video on. Share the video. Spirit, what's coming next week for the people, please? Whoever's watching this, you could know law enforcement because they showed me like the sheriff's car. Sheriff, like the sheriff office. But from my town, they showed me like the sheriff's car. So you could be part of law enforcement, or you could have, I don't know, something with the sheriff or jail. Maybe you're going to be talking to somebody that's in jail. You might be a bail's bondsman. You might have a rap sheet. You might have to go to court for something, pay a fine or something like that. So be careful about that. Check your paperwork. Make sure like you don't have no upcoming dates where you have to go pay a fine or be in court. Make sure your tail light is not broken, or make sure you don't get stopped. Spirit, next week, what else do you want them to know? I'm feeling blueberries. I keep mumbling, jumbling over my words, y'all. Blueberries. Now, I love blueberries, but I don't know. If you know anything that has to do with a blueberry, like you might love blueberry muffins. You might make blueberry muffins very well. You just may love blueberries. You may call somebody something short like, come here, blueberry. Come here, berry. I don't know. Blue might be your favorite color. Blue is the color of the throat chakra. Maybe next week is the time for you to speak up about something at work or with a family member. Maybe it's time for you to set some type of boundaries. Maybe you're eating too much carbs. Or whenever you watch this video, you might have blueberry tea. Or you might have ate a blueberry muffin, like I said. Like, Spirit is trying to tell you that they're watching over you. But watch what you put in your temple. Something of that nature. Six of Pentacles is a give and take. Six of Pentacles. Next week is something about receiving. So you might receive a gift next week. The universe might bless you next week. And it's not might. The universe is going to bless you next week. But then you have to turn around and ask yourself, now, what am I giving the universe? Am I giving the universe my time, my energy? Am I meditating? Am I watching what I eat and put in my temple? Because Spirit, the universe, is watching over all of that. So now that the universe is going to bless me, because next week you're going to get blessed. It could be from something from small to big. It could be a phone call you're waiting for. It could be some money. It could be anything. This is the Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, so you never know. But just make sure you give back. To give back, let the universe see that you're giving back in some type of way. All right? Shared space. They're giving me something about shared space. You might share your space with someone. Ooh, yes, yes. We got the Sun card with the Victory card. We got the Sun card with the Six of Wands. Look up the angel number 6, y'all. That's 2 6s right there. I love that. Next week is going to be, the spotlight might be on you for some reason. In front of these fake people. I feel like next week you're going to encounter some fake, phony ass people. So watch out for that. Just watch out for that. You're going to encounter some fake and phony ass people. Somebody might like feed you a story or some type of fake story or something. Like lies or something like that. That's the energy that I'm getting for next week. But I feel like even with that, I feel like the light is going to be shined on you. I feel like you're going to come out of this victorious in some type of way. I'm getting a name like Trevor or something like that. Victorious. The Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. So next week, a lot of you are going to be happy. A lot of you are going to be happy with the decisions you're making. Next week, you're going to be happy because you're going to be receiving some type of gift, some type of news. You might receive a kiss. You might receive something that you always wanted. A phone call, a job interview, a yes to a job or something. Spirit, talk to me. Next week, good results from the doctors. So this is the third pentacle card. So money is definitely coming in. I don't know about next week, but money is definitely coming in. A change of money is coming in. So that could be like a change of jobs. It could be an inheritance, but I'm not really feeling that. I'm not feeling like somebody died and left you money, but I'm feeling like something is coming in. Something worth your while is coming in. Something is being said. Something is being said yes to. Did that make sense? Yes is being said to something. Now they're giving me a little bit of travel. I don't know about traveling next week, but you might be talking about traveling. Next week you might be like, oh, I want to plan this vacation, or I need to start saving up for some type of trip. That might be happening in the summer. I don't know. It might be happening in February. Who knows? Spirit, talk to me. These four cards, though, we got the Six of Pentacles, we got the Sun card, we got the Six of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles. This is all a new beginning. This is something as big is coming in for a group of you. Something's coming in. You're going to get the answer to that house that you was looking for, wanted. You're going to get an answer to whatever issue. If you're going through any type of, I shouldn't say issue, but if you and your partner, you and your spouse, you and your person, you're going to get some clarity, some type of answer, some type of victory, some type of win. You know what I mean? You could be, maybe you did a lot of overtime last week and you're going to see it on this week's check. I don't know, but this is good. These four cards right here is awesome. Awesome. All right, Knight of Pentacles. Again, with the Pentacles, we got a lot of Pentacles on the board, y'all. So I do feel like 2026 has a lot in store for y'all. Y'all going to be, a lot is going to be changed, y'all, for 2026, okay? Even though we just talking about next week, I feel like it's been a slow ride for you. And what I mean by that, like you've been waiting for something different. You've been waiting for a little bit of change. You've been waiting for that home. You've been waiting for something, some type of clarity, some knock on the head, like, damn, I should have saw this 3 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like, clarity. It's like you see this person walking, like they walk into their dream. They're walking into their dream life. Right into their dream life. Horses in like oracle decks, the horse symbol, it symbolized like taking action. And I feel like you've been taking a lot of action, or at least thinking about like, okay, I know what I want to do. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. I feel like next week you're going to either start your action. It's going to take off. Things are going to go well for you. You know what I mean? So, because I feel like it was moving very slowly for you. And they keep giving me like 3 years, for the past 3 years. You know what I mean? Or the number 3. Look up the angel number 3. They're giving me something about 3. 3 is an awesome number. I love 3. 3 is about collaboration. 3 is about coming together. 3 is about spirit. 3 is about your spirit guide supporting you. You know what I mean? So I love that. Spirit, talk to me. And earlier I told you to look up the number 6. What is 6? 3 and 3. Yeah, I could do math. Sometimes. Spirit, next week. What's happening for them next week? Sorry, y'all. Sometimes I have to like Sometimes I just gotta, like, I have to, like, reel it in, or I'm gonna scream. Like, I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. Did I just not go on a long spiel about the number three, right? And look what comes out. The Three of Pentacles. You have one, two, three, four pentacle cards on the board. Four pentacle cards on the board. You can't tell me something new ain't coming towards y'all. Next week, y'all, somebody's gonna either place an order, like out of your TikTok shop. You're gonna look at your account. It's gonna be a little bit up. You're gonna either get a new job. You're gonna fill out for the application. You're gonna find money in your pocket. It could be $20, y'all. I don't know. But next week, it's gonna be filled of, like, building. That's what I'm getting from these cards too. Building. Like, and what I mean by that is, like, building, collaborating, thoughts, writing down what you want to do, and taking action and doing it. Yeah. This energy feels real rich. When I touch these cards, like, it feels real, like, rich, like, thick, like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying anybody's gonna be rich, which I hope you do. You are rich. I hope we all are rich next week. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, this feels like something that has been in a very slow progress and, like, slow movement, and you deserve this. Whatever you get in next week, you deserve some type of happiness, some type of meeting up, some type of date, some type of picnic, some type of finding money, some type of something. They're giving me something about a lawyer, so maybe you'll find a lawyer, or you need to talk to your lawyer or something like that. They just gave me the word lawyer. You could be a lawyer or in law school. Wow. The Three of Pentacles, again, is about collaboration and building. Six of Cups. Six of Cups is about nostalgia. Six of Cups is about daydreaming. It's a little bit about the past, thinking about what happened. Six of Cups. Six of Cups is also about your kids. So something could be going on with your kids. You could be reminiscing about your kids. You could have a golden retriever, or used to have one. I feel like Goldie. They're giving me the name Goldie. Wow. I feel like next week is going to be filled of, like, a lot of reflection, thinking back. But the only thing with that is, like, don't get on yourself about why I did this, why I didn't do that. Like, just move forward. It's always good. I was just telling a friend tonight, like, thinking about, like, before, and smells, and, like, reminiscing, like, and it felt good. But I had to tell my friend, like, it's good to look back and smile, but you got to move forward. You know what I mean? You got to move forward. Take what you can, bring it with you, and move forward. That's it. That's all you can do. So far, 6 and 3 is your numbers. The Empress, birthing something new. Something new is starting. I feel like this is you becoming a new you. You becoming a new you. I feel like you're going to buy something new next week. I feel like there's going to be paying off a big bill next week. A little bit of your debt or something like that. Credit card debt or something like that. I feel like this is like saying next week you're going to feel like a brand new you, because you're going to finalize something. Now, of course, the Empress card could be like somebody could be pregnant. You know what I mean? But if that's not the case for you, then that means you're going to be coming into something brand new next week. You're going to be paying a big bill next week. You're going to be feeling good about yourself next week. 25 minutes. Let me go. What else for next week, Spirit? What else for next week? Ooh, ooh. We're going to put that back because that was too many. I feel like next week, starting tonight, your dreams are going to be I just feel like the dreams are going to be popping. They could be lustful or they could be crazy. Like, just try to write your dreams down as much as you can. Write them down. Try to remember whatever you can from the dream so you can start decoding and piecing things together. Anything else for next week? They're giving me something about a storefront. A storefront. I'm going to put these back. Next week. Anything for next week, Spirit? They're giving me like something about signing on the dotted line. So next week there will be something is going to be finalized. You will be signing something. You will be getting that phone call that's going to say like a breakthrough, like yes on something. You're going to finish something up, something that you have been trying to do. You're going to do it next week. You're going to complete it next week. We have the star card. The star card is my Aquarius card. I love it. Okay, the star card is about healing, so I feel like we are still on a healing journey. I do want you to connect with your heart chakra. You see how that line is leading to her heart? I do want you to I want you to do a meditation. What is wrong with my speaking tonight? I want you to do a meditation on your heart chakra. Connect with your heart. Connect with spirit. The star card. Drink more water. The water bearer. Healing. I already said that, but they're saying it to me again. Please know that we're all in a healing journey. Know what it feels like. Know what it feels like. Tell yourself, like, I am healing. That's when I say you're going to be doing a lot of reflecting next week. Look back to where you was and how you was, your emotional state, your mental state, to where you are now. Pat yourself on the back. Spirit is saying thumbs up. Spirit is saying, like, have grace with yourself. Know how far you came. I love that. That is part of healing. Anything else for next week? Anything else for next week? Anything else for next week? All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like somebody's being stubborn. So, if you are being a little stubborn, Spirit is saying stop it. I do feel like some people are still going to be going through some financial woes, which is okay. The Queen of Pentacles, she has, when it's upright, that means you're being blessed financially. You know, you're stable. You're grounded. You know what I mean? So next week, you probably will feel ungrounded. You will feel like after you pay that bill, you're going to feel like you're broke. You know what I mean? Like you're going to feel down. But Spirit is saying, while you're watching this video, wrap that shit up. That crazy mind thinking, that negative mind thinking of I'm broke just because I paid a bill. Like, don't even go there with yourself. Spirit is saying, do not feel that way and go get grounded. Go stand in some grass. Take your shoes off and stand in some grass, okay? Or visualize yourself standing in some grass, okay? The star card also, I feel like it's something about connecting with like the stars, like, or you can be an astrologer, or maybe you need to look up your birth chart. I'm sorry that I just switched back to this card, but they had me look at it. They had me see the constellations, you know, the constellations in the sky, and that all is surrounded by astrology. Okay, so look your sign up. You know what I mean? When you feeling down, see what other signs you have in your chart. You know what I mean? Turn your frown next week upside down is what spirit is saying, because you're still gonna be the victor. You're still gonna be in the spotlight. Okay, you are going to win next week some way, somehow. All right, let me, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. Somebody could be sending you roses next week. You might love roses that this person is holding. Someone next week I feel like is going to be trying to make up with you. I'm sorry. Sending you flowers, saying sweet nothings to you. So watch out for that. I'm not saying don't accept it, but I'm just saying be prepared. All right. I do feel like somebody's watching you from a distance and somebody has their eye on you. Someone likes you. Your name could be Raven. I'm getting Raven, or you might like the bird Raven. All right. Next week, eight of Pentacles again. Pentacles on the board. Pentacles on the board. I feel like this whole reading was about like victory and finances. Okay. We got one, I don't want to say bad card, but we got one card in reverse, which was the Queen of Pentacles. So next week overall is going to be good. You might have one downfall next week or whatever. Just keep yourself, you're human. So it's okay to feel like it's a downfall, but then lift yourself back up. That's all you got to do. Don't stay in the corner crying. All right? Communicate. Let's do Wise Witch Oracle cards. Make sure you communicate next week. Be respectful, but communicate. What out of here, Spirit? Anything out of here? I see it. Look at that. Abundance. That is crazy. Everything is about pentacles and money, and next week is you're going to be gifted something. I love this. This says the chalice overflows with potential drink. The chalice overflows with potential. Drink from it and prosper. I don't have my glasses on, y'all. The chalice overflows with potential. Drink from it and prosper. And again, some roses on here. I love it. Abundance. Anything else from here, Spirit? Anything else? I see it. Companion. Listen to your inner voice. Your spirit guide is there to assist you. Listen to your inner voice. Your spirit guide is there to assist you. I love it. You could be a fire sign, or you could have a black cat. All right. Yeah. I'm getting the name Sammy or Sam. Anything else out of here, Spirit? Anything else out of here? Okay. Bottom of the deck is transformation. And that is what we're all doing at this time, y'all. Let me get a couple out of my deck. I created this deck last week. And all I did was write on it. So let's see what comes out for us. Next week, what do you want the people to know, Spirit, out of here? What is your addiction? Is it food, shopping, scrolling, vices, sex, drinks, smoking? What is your addiction? And then once you say it to yourself, like, okay, I play too much video games, then you need to cut back on it. That's just it. Once you admit it to yourself, you're addicted to something, then you can change it. But if you don't think you're addicted to anything and you keep doing something over and over again, that's not good for you. Do I need to finish that? Like, come on. Spirit, what else? In investments, everybody should be looking in how they can invest. I tell people all the time, I have this app called Acorn, so I do my investments through Acorn, but you could do investments like stocks and bonds and Bitcoin, all of that. You can do that right through your Cash App. But you have to look into what investment is. You can maybe just invest in yourself by spending time with yourself. They're telling me something about a mall. Maybe go into the mall. I don't know. I don't know. Invest in your energy, y'all. How are you bettering yourself? You know what I mean? Do not let nobody else's dead energy bring you down. Now, you're supposed to help everyone. Make sure you're there to help. You know what I mean? But don't fill up someone else's cup and your cup ain't filled, if that makes sense. Anything else for next week? Mental clutter. Clear your mind. Mental clutter. Next week, and I did say earlier that I felt like there will be some overthinking somewhere. Clear that out. Just like you would clear your closet out or your car out, clear your mind out. You might see it like a bunny rabbit, or you might have a bunny rabbit. What are your insecurities? What is your insecurities? What are your insecurities? I have a different insecurity every day. You know what I mean? But as long as I look at it and I say, okay, this is an insecurity, and I try to make it better for myself or fix it up or get rid of it or not look at it as an insecurity, then it's no longer an insecurity, if that makes sense. Anything else out of here, Spirit? Anything else? Let go of things you can't control. Six of Swords. Let go of things that you can't control. If you can't control the outcome of something, if there's nothing you can do, I had to do that. Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday, I had to put my hands up and say, you know what? There's nothing I could do. It was about my car. I was out of a car. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't cry over it. There was nothing I could do, so I just surrendered. And when I did that, Spirit, God, the universe, Jesus, whoever you believe in, they came right in and helped me. All right. Bottom of the deck is wish fulfilled. 9 of Cups. Your wish will be fulfilled. It will. It's already being fulfilled right now. All right, y'all. That's it. This is a long video, 38 minutes, but that's kind of short for me. I love you guys. I do want to give you an angel number. I do want to hurry and give you an angel number. All right, Spirit. 4. Bottom of the deck, 111. I'm taking that out. Manifest, y'all. If you want it, you got to see it in your third eye. If you want it, if you want to create it, if you want to create this life, you got to see it. Sometimes you got to stand right where you are and see yourself looking down at you. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. Sometimes it's like you looking at your higher self. It's like your higher self looking at you. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you could do. The second thing you could do is visualize. You want something. You want to sit for 5 minutes. You want to visualize it. You want to visualize it. You want to visualize it. And then you want to let it go. Spirit, talk to me. What do you want them to know? What number out of here? What number out of here? 717, bravery. Next week you might have to be brave about something. You might have to be brave and have that conversation that you didn't want to have. You know what I mean? And it's okay. Be brave. You could do it. 717. 1321, awareness. Be aware next week of those fake people. I feel like there's gonna be some fakeness next week, so be aware of that. Be aware of your energy too, how much you giving out, what you doing, how much alone time, what type of mental help you're giving yourself. You know what I mean? Be aware of your negative thoughts. Hopefully you won't have none. You know what I mean? All right. 808, security. You might be security like me, and 808 is my number. I love it. 808. Boom like a 808. And I did say next week there'll be some type of financial security in place. Whether you're looking at investments, whether you find $20 in your pocket, whether you get a little bit of overtime, well, you did a little bit of overtime and you're seeing it on this check. Something. Some type of money, it might be coming through next week. Maybe you'll get a scratch off and you'll win $5. Look at that. 777. Look, I'm leaving that right there. That's awesome. 202. Perseverance. Keep pushing, baby. I love it. I'm going to leave it right there. Love you. Love you bunches.